This is live NFL football 18. Loading, checking on there, checking on look at all that score right there, beautiful. 42-12, guys. I'm the champ.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. We're about to resume the action as we've got a kickoff coming in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Hoyer. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Hoyer, complete here. It's Hyde. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Person there.
Hoyer. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Niners on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.
Today to talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people, and I don't like how we're treated, and just because of our color doesn't mean anything to me.
It's just the way I feel. My generation's so long, yeah. It's just the way Now everybody got problems, yeah, but wouldn't know one way to solve them. I really came up from the bottom, struggling my mama on the last dollar. Hustling, man, I've been putting in these hours. The government been trying to take away what's ours. Really all about the money and the power. I just want to see my people in power. Tell me how we gon' shape this vision. Complaining all day, but in the same condition. If you want to make change, it's gon' take commitment. Some people enslaved by their religion. Can't emancipate the fundamental principles. What I see through optics transform the wisdom. Watch me use my prophets, get them on the listen. I've been on a mission, and I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? Now everybody got fights, yeah, but wouldn't know what good advice was. Till they leave them lifeless. Another mama crying, it's another crisis. Lord knows we just trying to live righteous. Are you willing just to make the sacrifices? I know we can't continue living like this, and I never sell my soul cause that's priceless. Tell me how we gon' make a living. Hustle on the block, who gon' save the children? Minutes on the block and I'm just fulfilling. The media just trying to make a villain. I just take the pain and paint a picture. Voices in my head, I hear the whispers when I feel this way. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? It's just the way I feel. My generation's so long. It's just the way it feels. With these problems alone, and I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm living on Christmas. I said, Lord, can you help me? I've never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me?
We are black people, and we shouldn't have to feel like this. We shouldn't have to protest because y'all are treating us wrong. We do this because we need to and have rights.
I heard these always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard these always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm shining. They ain't seen it when I'm young, out here grinding. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, young, getting paid, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm popping. They don't wanna put some money in my pockets. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, a hater always gonna hate, yeah. Mad at me cause I'm tryna feed my I'm supposed to make it out and I don't bring my No way, no way, no way, yeah. They ones and they here to stay, yeah. I heard he's always hating, said I never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me, he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah.
I heard he tryna lie me, but I ain't no dummy. It's okay, though, got it, you really want it. I spent 13 on the ring and now I feel unlucky. Hey, she love my diamond ring, she said she wanna touch it. It's okay, I get 30K just to hit the stage. Hit my Michael in my Michael J's. I get cake, I cannot complain. Been finessing since I was a kid in the 2nd grade. Selling lemonade, get paid. Hold up, wait, can I get paid? Yawn in a break, feel like I'm in space. See a snake, kill a snake, get paid. Get left every day, so get your straight.
I heard he's always hating, said I never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Mad cause I'm trying to feed my family. Why I gotta watch a friend more than an enemy? I had to stun on the that I'm supposed to stunt with. Had to cut you off, you was on some dump. You was supposed to be my dog, why you hate on me? They say success turn your friends to some enemies. It's crazy, cause it's shining, now you acting shady. Yeah, but I guess it's okay. My mama told me you would show me your ways. Yeah, but I gotta check with him. I had the bands. Pull up in the land. Diamonds on me look like he's always hating, said I never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell the police that I'm begging on one of my 50s in cash. Tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. Smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectre deck. Yeah, I got that, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, I last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket, there's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long, I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I don't trust the so what you mean? Woo!
Coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice, it's gotta be great.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Tell all of my I got a new girl. Yo, tell the police
Absolute attack.
You've got one more opportunity. Let's go for goal.
Gain the first down.
Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We're gonna talk about you getting better every week. You know what? Today you got better. Keep it up. Gets me excited? The fact that I know we can get better. You guys have so much room to improve still. That is exciting. Let's go out here and next practice, let's back. People look ashamed when I rap. Like my great granddaddy didn't take a to the back. Not accepted by the black or the white. I don't give a race God, I can see the light. Everybody talk about race this, race that. I wish I could erase that. Face facts. Everybody people. Everybody bleed. Everybody needs some. Everybody love. Everybody know how it go. Everybody people. Everybody bleed. Everybody needs some. Everybody love. Everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now. I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show them how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show them how to act.
Since my early days, I've been stuck in my worldly ways. Propaganda, press, pan the camera, please don't look at me in my face. Everybody might see my pain. Off the rail, might myself. Bored with life as aboard this plane. Steward this sex if I need help. Maybe, baby, what's your last name? Hopefully it still ain't been changed. Something about you make me not doubt your aqua status. My brain scream louder. Asking when I'm gonna myself. Couple problems.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their third-year QB out of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Now Mariota going with a screen for Murray. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. Well, good move by T.Y. Hilton. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Anderson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Doyle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw is Anderson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moncrief brings it in. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Anderson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of interest, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone.
Okay.
You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion.
I have an Instagram too.
Here's big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
Anderson throwing again. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Anderson got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Boston, get on
T.Y.
Facebook.
Hilton, his third
YouTube.
touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, looking for.
A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball. Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Third and long here for Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up third and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down. They go play action here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Oh,
let's get the call.
Denied.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Delaney Walker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. And he'll bang that one through.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, Anderson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special.
I said I have an Instagram too, but you didn't hear
me.
me.
Today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I'm not going to get it to you.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25.
Do you want my Instagram information?
27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that.
Hi.
They had a great
I
air
know who the
attack
second
going.
portion is,
Did they
but what's
stick
up?
with that?
Welcome.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive,
Yeah.
starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change
This
anything?
is
They've got to be confident about
2019.
what they're
I mean,
presenting
18.
and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Watch this.
No other way to say it, but it was an off year for DeMarco Murray in Philadelphia, and Chip Kelly's offense didn't really seem to be a fit. But when he went to Tennessee playing for Mike Mularkey, boy, did he fit in a big way.
Finished third
Do
in the
you want me
NFL
to add
rushing
your
behind
Instagram?
Ezekiel Elliott and a late charging Jordan Howard. He was ahead of Howard much of the year.
I remember Coach Mularkey in preseason said, DeMarco Murray's my #1 back. He'll get plenty of carries here, and he did.
That was second down run for Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you
You
get
all
the
chose.
feeling
I
that
will.
he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
That guy threw it out of bounds. You saw that passing? Okay, let me add you now. Give me some. I'm out of you right now. Who is this? Alright, give me a second. No, I don't have Twitter no more. But I do have Instagram. What will your picture be looking like on Instagram?
Magic is being at the one place on Earth that's like nowhere else. Magic is flying with elephants and launching into hyperspace. Magic is a taste around the world and careening down Everest backwards. It's Mickey and Minnie on runaway
Is it from a picture from Fortnite?
longing for the most magical place on Earth. We're thrilled to say Magic is here at Walt Disney World Resort.
A moment of Mary, brought to you by Starbucks.
I might
First blanket of snow.
forgot
Caramel brulee
my.
lattes to go. Peppermint mochas galore. All waiting in-store, drive-through, or dropped off at your door.
Is it from?
Starbucks, festive is a tap away. Download the app today.
These days, even a short trip can feel like a big deal. That's why CVS delivers
Okay.
prescriptions and
I think I
essentials
see you.
right to your front door for free. Switch to CVS today. Not all prescriptions eligible for delivery. Restrictions apply. Visit cvs.com/delivery for details. Hear that? Sounds like sizzling bacon, right? Trust me, it looks like bacon too. Only it's not. It's
I'm
Johnsonville
following you.
sausage strips. Strips of sausage in amazing flavors like maple and chorizo. You're probably thinking,
Oh, I'm about to message you now.
where do I get my hands on this sweet miracle? At the grocery store. Buy the bacon. Even though it's sausage.
Guy.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts now,
Who you
their
think going the
offense
game?
works their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Back to the air on 2nd down. Anderson. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief.
Look at these! Look at these! Dang it!
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Now Gore. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down following the run. Anderson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way.
They're
so
pushing me
dropped an
back.
interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now Anderson, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Here's Anderson throwing on 4th down.
Oh.
And that is going to be incomplete.
That's a penalty.
Chuck Pagano decides to go. It doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though?
How
about that D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mario.
Oh,
It's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first.
We always look for breakout seasons, and Jack Doyle had one in 2016. 59 catches. What? He didn't even have that in the previous 3 seasons.
No, previous 3, 35 combined. But he was stuck behind Kobe Fleener for a while. He went to New Orleans, really opened things up, didn't he?
Yeah, and Dwayne Allen's been shipped off to New England, so Jack Doyle, truly tight end 1.
That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
No.
Now Anderson on 1st and 10. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And Aguayo able to knock it through.
Hey, who you think
we
will
come to
win?
halftime here with the visiting Colts taking. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
He's going
they
fast
have the
to
lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis.
Hold on. Look, I'm about to do color back. And who do you think will win? Maybe I go with him.
Second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I don't care if I get a flag. You need to give them a flag over.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
You didn't give them a flag earlier, so why you give me one? Nothing. Who do you think will win?
A handoff. It's Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Answer my question. Who do you think will win?
Give him 16 yards there. A Tennessee first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah,
Pasha, who do you think will win, me or him?
Think to themselves, just hang in
there.
Just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Injury.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a
who
tough
you
task
think going to win this football game?
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game.
Tennessee or Colts?
Plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And able to push his way forward.
Me or the other team?
It's a pickup of 4. It'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out. They stopped that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Play fake. Mariota.
Ooh, your team, it's winning. You know why? Look at that. Look at the score. 17-7-22.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls,
I
but
got a
this one made
screenshot.
perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
On third down, Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's
3 people to tackle him.
He'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down steps. Don't let them get there.
And the yard to pay for.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Then he'll take this across the 25,
I was following my teammate.
Up to the 27-yard line.
I like that guy to win. Get out.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
I'm going Y.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Ooh!
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Hogan. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory.
Yeah, and they're out the face. Look at it.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Operating from the gun. Hogan. He couldn't quite hold it.
They're beating me in the face. Penalty, come on.
Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw on 2nd down. Hogan. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
That's to his running back, complete. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Hogan now. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jack Doyle, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage. Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient
They're going to put a flag
relic.
on me.
I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. Play action now. Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Matthews the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, look crazy.
And it is true.
What?
You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Spence. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Oh, that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call. Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
On play action, Mariota. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Barkevius Mingo in there to get him. And that's sack number 6. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down, Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be brought down. Yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing, Mariota. And Davis with it left side.
They're good.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings.
He's trying to go for it.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game.
He's down.
Jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hogan looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off for this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Holy damn, what's going on with that team? Foster, who's your favorite football team?
In this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll throw again. Mariota. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw again. Hogan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Looking to throw. Hogan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Third and goal. Goal
Get off my
And
foot.
they are gonna
That should be a
score
penalty right there.
again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for two, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails.
50 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Ooh! I didn't even see that one coming.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Barkevius Mingo in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now a second down throw for Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Foster, are you watching the game?
5. It's 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. Mariota. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds
Injury.
now.
Who's injured?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
There goes Frank Gore, the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no
Maybe
doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to...
I got loyalty, got royalty
and I don't contemplate. I meditate then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness. I just killed this 'cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got
everything.
inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. Just win again, then win again like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again. The sound the engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. See, use it. Your hormones probably switch inside your DNA. Problem is, all that inside your DNA. Daddy probably snitch, heritage inside your DNA. Backbone don't exist, born on side of jellyfish I gauge. See my pedigree, most definitely don't tolerate the front. I've been through, probably offend you. This is Paula's oldest son. I know conviction, burners, boosters, ballers, dead, redemption scholars, fathers, kids and I wish I was fed forgiveness. Yeah. Soldier's DNA, born inside the beast. My expertise checked out in second grade. When I was 9, on sale motel, we didn't have nowhere to stay. At 29, I've been solo, his front wheel in my estate. And I'm gon' shine like I'm supposed to, anti-social extrovert. And excellent meaning extrovert.
I'm about to go to bed partially because it's 12 o'clock my time. And I gotta do stuff in the morning.
This is why I say that hip hop has done more damage to young
Yeah, man.
in recent years.
Great shape.
Living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble on the floors, beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, Godfather clothes, only Lord knows I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi through the cameras, eating $4, Brock wearing sandals, yoga on a Monday, stretching to the Vanna, watching all the snakes, curving all the fakes, phone never own, I don't conversate, I don't compromise, I just penetrate.
So, Pastor, have a good night, bro. Let me show you my game with after me. Look at that. And then I'll show you. Look at my team schedule. Look at the schedule. You're lucky. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a bye week. Don't love it. Week. I played the Bills coming up. Actually, I think I did play the Bills. No, but I didn't.
I didn't mean to offend you. Fendi belt saying I style like I'm mental. Moving
Jaguars, Broncos, and Bengals, Texas, Steelers, bye week, Titans, Jaguars, Bills, Browns, Bulls, Rams, Texas again. Titans actually. Titans. Texas. I play them twice. Postseason. Practice season.
Witnesses eavesdropping, keep popping, they keep bopping like I ain't seen nothing. Don't make me upset, reach for an object, use that in the passenger. Brown skin, she got big body, in my face,
Look at these shots. 1:53:10. That's the one I just played.
The Benz like it's common sense. Got a monkey on my feet like it's common sense. Got gorillas in the streets like it's common sense. Stack the money heads up like it's second nature. Gotta stay pulled up like it's second nature. Keep a chip in my ear like it's second nature. Make me care like it's second nature.
Okay, Foxy, have a good night, bro.